Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Aviation Safety Program at the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health here in Anchorage and with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation. Thank you for watching Hangar Flying. This evening, we are honored to have on our show Mr. Mike Hodges, who is an aviation accident investigator with the National Transportation Safety Board. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mary.
You are relatively new to Alaska. You've been here since April, but you're not really new to the board. Can you tell us where you started and why you decided to come to Alaska?
Sure. I started off with the NTSB back in February 2015, based in the Seattle office. And like I said, I transferred up here to the Anchorage office back in April. And this is my second time being in Alaska. I used to live and work up in Fairbanks a couple of years ago. So I've been here about a little bit about a year and a half now.
Okay, so it's not terribly new to you then?
No, no.
Okay. How did you get started in aviation?
When I graduated college, I was really interested in flying helicopters, and I looked at the Army as an avenue for doing that. So I went to the Army and went to flight school for about 2 years, and then did that and flew for about 6 years operationally across the country and overseas also, and that's kind of how I got my start in aviation.
And did you have a degree in aviation, or was it aviation related at all?
No, no, it's actually, my undergrad is actually history.
Oh.
And then, I know, and then a couple years ago I went back to school and got my master's in aviation safety, but undergraduate's just non-aviation related.
Okay. So you entered the military, and you went to pilot training there?
Correct.
What types of aircraft did you get to fly?
When I did my initial training, I did it in a TH-67. That's basically a Bell 206 helicopter. And then after that, I progressed onto an OH-58D. That's basically a Bell 407 helicopter. And I flew that for about 6 years.
And do you have fixed wing experience?
I've a couple hours here and there when I was in high school, but not a whole lot of fixed wing time.
Okay. Okay. And did you have a favorite aircraft that you flew?
Just those two helicopters in the military. Those are my two ones I enjoyed being the most.
Did you have any missions that you particularly enjoyed?
Yeah, the OH-58D, it's a reconnaissance and a light attack helicopter, and so going out and doing those missions overseas was really enjoyable and rewarding on a personal level.
And where did you go overseas?
I spent a year in Iraq and a year in Afghanistan.
Wow. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You've been involved in safety aspects of aviation for some time. You were an aviation life support equipment officer in the Army. What was that like?
I was basically an individual who's responsible for the maintenance and inspection and upkeep of aviators' life support gear, such as helmets, flight vests, things of that nature, survival kits, first aid kits for the helicopter, and I was one of the individuals in the unit that was responsible for doing inspections and upkeep and maintenance on those type of items. And then after that, I progressed on to becoming an aviation safety officer, where I got my start into accident investigation and doing safety program management. Okay.
So after the Army, you worked in private industry, correct?
Correct.
And what did you do there?
I worked for Sikorsky Helicopters in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and I don't know if you're familiar with that operation or not, but it's a large global helicopter facility. It's a Part 21 production facility and Part 145 repair station. And they build 3 different models of helicopters there, the S-76D, the S-92A, and the S-300C. And I was in charge of the foreign object debris program there for the repair station and production facility, and really enjoyable place to work, really great people, and you know, at the end of the day, it's really nice seeing that finished helicopter roll off on the line and knowing you had a part to play in that.
Did you get to fly those aircraft as well?
No, no, I was just flying desks there and doing paperwork, so.
But it sounds like both of those opportunities really gave you some safety experience from both sides, from a flight aspect as well as a more of a maintenance side. You got to see some real key safety issues.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I don't particularly come from a maintenance background. I don't have an A&P license, but working in that environment of a repair station and production facility really gives you that first-hand experience of working with mechanics and, you know, the fabrication folks and the avionics folks, and seeing what they do on a daily basis and being around them.
That is a great segue to one of our programs where we're going to have you back to talk about a safety alert that concerns foreign object debris. So that's a great segue. Thank you. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you for chatting with us, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure having you, and we look forward to having you back. This program is sponsored by the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and Alaska Public Media. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate you watching Hangar Flying. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, fly safely.